Hey, and welcome to my channel. On today's training, we're going to be talking about how your clients are everywhere and the 3 key factors to finding and landing your ideal clients with ease. But before we jump in, make sure you hit the like button and hit subscribe so that you can see new trainings that are dropped every single week. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about what it means to actually find those clients that are everywhere. Maybe that's an annoying statement that you've heard, but I want to share with you why clients really are everywhere, okay? Understanding and seeing our clients everywhere really allows us to do a couple of things. One, we can command higher prices. That means say goodbye to nickel and diming clients who aren't ready to work with you. When we actually understand and see these 3 key factors that I'm going to share with you, we can command higher price points. Remember, the next thing that I want you guys to understand is that we want to create a connection-focused client strategy. The point to this is that by attracting and converting clients through a client-centered focus, we actually can stop feeling like we're pulling teeth, aka constantly getting those objections, and actually get to those yeses faster. Next, the really key factor to understanding why we care about creating a client-centered focus in attracting and converting our clients is that it also makes our marketing and sales feel easier. Disconnected processes are actually what allows you to feel like you're constantly working and hustling for clients. So I want to tell you real quick a story about how recently I saw some big name guru talking about how you don't really need to know your ideal client. I was like, really? You don't need to know your ideal client? They're like, you don't need to know what they're into, what their life looks like. You just need to know how you can fix their problem. And while that's true to a certain extent, I also want to clear the air here, guys. I want you guys to understand that sales and marketing are customer centered. So that idea of you don't really need to know them, you just need to know how to fix their problem means that you're not taking the time to focus on the human in the sales process. So remember, our client strategy should be client focused, not sales centric. So I want you guys to be clear about that. We want to create a client or customer focused process that allows us to connect with clients so that we can convert with ease. Remember, getting to know people, attracting those ideal clients isn't a linear path. I feel like people think of this as so cut and dry. Like, okay, I just need to give them what they need and they're going to say yes. The truth of the matter is people have many facets. And in order for us to attract those people, we need to be clear on what facets we really need to be focusing on. So instead of us thinking of this as I just need to know their problem and how I solve it, we want to look at this as a connection being an intimate process, okay? Most people are just focusing on the surface level connection. Okay, this might look like they have this problem, I solve this problem. This is a surface level and linear pathway, whereas a faceted, multifaceted understanding of our connection with ideal clients comes from a place of really understanding them. This allows us to, again, command those higher prices, have higher conversion ratings, and just make marketing plain more connected and easier, okay? So let's talk about how connected marketing is actually activated by a personalized and relevant connection points. Let's talk about what those personalized and relevant connection points are. These are the 3 main facets to us really landing those ideal clients with ease. Because remember, I want you guys to understand the first thing that we're going to talk about is relatability, okay? Relatability is your first facet. You want people to be shaking their heads, yes. Okay. You want them to be saying, oh my gosh, this is exactly how I feel with however conversations you're having. This could be through your content strategy. This can be through your conversion strategy or lead strategy. But the whole point of it being, if we can get people to be shaking their heads, yes, they're more likely to say yes. That's that momentum of those easy yeses. Okay. So the best compliment that I've ever gotten in my business is when people say, oh my gosh, you're totally calling me out, or you've actually verbalized what I've never been able to say before, but how I'm feeling. That's what we want to be able to do for our ideal clients, okay? Because real connection, the kind that actually leads to clients, not just us getting more leads in our business, comes from that deeper connection and understanding of their values and passions that allows us to understand who the heck they are. So relatability is your first facet. So I want you to think about what their way of life is. Okay, what their beliefs are. Do I need to know if they put cream and sugar into their coffee? Probably not. But if I understand my clients on a deeper level of understanding these belief systems and understanding their perspectives, I'm going to be able to have a better understanding of what they need to hear in order to say yes to me. So to give you an example, if I was targeting moms, versus me just saying, I'm going to just target all moms. If I focus on a mom who practices yoga, their belief systems, their perspectives are going to look different, okay? They're going to have a different sense of responsibility. They're going to have a different sense of calm and how they go about their days. And that means that the way that I target and the way I speak to them is going to look different as well. But I want to be the key part of this that I want you guys to understand is we don't want to just market to people for the sake of marketing. It's relatability for a reason. We want to be able to relate to that. So me as a person who doesn't practice yoga probably isn't going to have a conversation of targeting women who practice yoga because I can't relate to that. I want to find people who I can actually relate to because I create that authentic and deeper connection. So again, just as another example, a mom who shops at Whole Foods versus the mom who shops at Safeway is going to look a little different. The way that their perspective is on the world, the way that they really see what they think is important, understanding those values is going to be different in how you market to them. So I want you guys to understand that. Those priorities, the way they think of things, all of those things are different based on the things that they actually enjoy and how you relate to those things as well. So creating a relatability facet for you to actually connect with people is a key piece in you landing more clients. Number two is understanding their struggle points. Key point here is that I'm not just talking about pain points. People are so focused on pain points that they forget that there's more to the pain. There's actual struggle that happens around it. Now, remember, this is client-centered. This is customer focused, okay? So we want to not just focus on here's where I am at and here's what's happened to me. I want to look at the entire process that led them there because it's not just about the pain they're in right now. It's the steps that have led them to this current state that they're in, okay? So I want you to think about what are their fears? What have they been through? What are the stories that they've told themselves that have built into their belief system? What are their objections for growth, not just for your offer, but actually growing? If we can answer these questions, we can create a deeper connection point that, again, allows us to find clients with ease. If I'm just looking at someone who just needs help with marketing or business strategy and wants to grow their business, I'm going to be limited in my options of how I find those clients. Hence why so many people say, I don't know where to find my clients. But if I instead focused on understanding their deeper problems, they may not be verbalizing that in a way that's just saying, I need help with my marketing and I need help with business structure. They're going to say, I just don't know what I need. That's where I can jump in and actually create a familiar conversation that allows me to draw out where they want to go, even if they haven't been able to see that. So again, clients are everywhere. We just have to be willing to be able to find what their struggles are and understanding those struggle points. So that was number two. Number three is their vision points, okay? Vision points are personal. This is where we go really deep. It's not meant for everyone. That means I have to be willing to repel certain clients in order to attract the right ones. I have to make sure that their vision aligns with my vision. If I'm trying to sell someone on why they should purchase the next red car, a Jeep Grand Cherokee, but they don't have the same beliefs, they don't care about having a flashy red car, then I'm going to be selling them into something that they don't care about. You need to find people who align with your vision so that when you speak those visions and you speak about those things, you're actually calling them in. So we have to be clear on understanding those vision points, okay? It's not a matter of things like, I want to hit six figures. Those are the surface level things that everyone talks about. It's instead saying you're afraid of hitting six figures because you're not sure if you have the time in your life, or you're worried about how to actually be able to scale your business when you have three kids at home. I want to create connection points that are based on that vision as well, that allows us to really understand that we're on the same level, okay? Because they want to feel like their voice matters. They want to feel like it's not your version of success. Because remember, everyone's vision for their business, for their life, whatever you're trying to serve them with, is going to look different than the next person. So we have to get clear on what visions that they're going to have so that we can actually call in those right people and repel the people who don't have a similar vision process as you, okay? It's about being responsive to your client's needs. I had to get to a point where I was comfortable saying, I'm one of the most expensive people in the industry for this. I had to get comfortable with saying that because of the fact that I had to align my vision with the people I was calling in. That meant that I repelled a lot of people who were just looking for the cheapest option out there, but I drew people in who said, that's where I want to be in my business. They aligned with even the vision I had for how I showed up in my business. So it's very key that we understand what our vision is and understanding what our ideal client's vision is so that we can see if we line up and that we can call in those right people. Because remember, it's about being responsive to your client's needs and seeing their struggles and their their vision and seeing how that aligns to that familiarized and relatable option that you have. So those are the three key factors to creating connection points with your ideal clients so that you can actually find ideal clients everywhere. I'm talking about the grocery store. I'm talking about on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube. You should be able to find your clients wherever you are. You're just not looking for the right things. I hope you guys enjoyed this training, and feel free to check the links down below to book your free pathway call.